Hi guys, so I'm back. I don't know how about you, but it has been a fucking crazy week for me. I barely got any sleep. I had so many readings to do. End of the week, I wasn't well, so everything just fell out. My timetable was just like, literally, I can't even start. I hope you had a better week than I did. I'm back on track though, so I'm back with another pick a card, and I really like those pick a card, pick a story. So let's just see what's happening to you guys the next week. So if you are new to this channel, welcome, and how we do stuff here. I usually like to go to kind of challenge your intuition, guys. So I started not using stones and shells anymore, just because I feel like sometimes when you choose stone by its beauty, it's not the same thing. So your gut feeling has to say which pile I have to choose and which message to hear. So okay, pick number 1, number 2, or number 3. Again, number 1, number 2, or number 3. Stop the video if you need some more time, and I'll see you in timestamps. Okay, so let's see. Guys, as usual, I am using the intuitive deck. Okay, who's new to this channel, I read from abstract, and maybe I'll use both, maybe I'll use one. I'll go with my gut feeling. So let's start. Let's see what's going on with you, what to expect a week from now, wherever you're watching this video. It doesn't really matter. Okay, see what's coming. Okay, I'll show you cards even though I know you don't know what they mean. And I don't have meanings for them myself, to be honest, guys. Apart from this deck, I kind of know now, but sometimes it's a different message every time. Basically, just go with my gut. Now, I really want to look into your present as well. So let's briefly see what you're dealing with right now, and then we're gonna look at the future. Okay, cards flipped. Too many. Not taking it. Right, let's see. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Right, so some of you guys are dealing with someone who is... There is a person, and I don't know if you're aware of them or not, but they might be sneaking behind your back, and take it as it resonates. Would they want to take something? Would they talk behind your back? There is something that they are trying to hide from you, okay? So just bear that in mind. Now, for very little part of you, I'm seeing unborn child or miscarriage, so just take it as it resonates. For some of you, I'm seeing that, or maybe a dead relative, or universe is trying to give you signs. Okay, so I see a lot of signs coming here, as if your mind cannot control the amount of information you are getting from above. So if you feel like at this very moment that it's something off or something's weird, just try to understand what it is that universe is trying to tell you. Now, I see some of you are taking care of an animal or a child, but child for a lot of you would be below 5 years, and for others, take it as it resonates, not necessarily. Let's see what else. Some of you might live in a place where there is water nearby, so I see, or would it be forest as well, something to do with water for some of you. It's going to be forest or nature in general. Okay, so now let's look what next week. I kind of want to draw, you know what, I got this new deck, I want to use it. Let's do this. So let's take, I think it's called, let me just, yeah, Triple Goddesses Tarot, if any of you are interested. It's a really cool deck. Let's see. Let's pull 3 cards and let's see what's going to come through. What to expect next week. feel like I needed an additional kick. I'm seeing air signs here. I'm seeing, okay, there's something to do with pregnancy for some of you guys. For those who know it's not pregnancy, then it's going to be your newborn project, okay? And juggling. So next week, what I'm seeing, some of you have actually have some sort of a project lifting off. Some of you will be giving birth. Very little parts of you guys. Some of you are juggling two things at the same time. Now, what I'm also seeing next week might be a little bit like a roller coaster for you guys, so be prepared, because I see a lot of things coming. And also I see someone, it's going to be really funny because it splits to two. So for one part of you is going to be, you will meet someone. I see some snogging action going on, okay? So for some of you, that's that. For some of you, this is again the same person I talked about. Someone who is not being completely honest. They want something from you, but they're not telling you. And they kind of talking to someone else, saying something about you. So just be aware. This has been coming through a lot for you guys. So I don't know what shit person you're dealing with, but try to find out, okay? Now, some of you will be juggling, doing a lot of things at the same time, and that might lead you to a little bit of a chaos, okay? So be careful how you manage, and I'm hearing manage your energy next week. Now, for some of you, have a connection coming your way, and that connection will, be careful if you don't want children. That connection will kind of bring you that, okay, so as if you have everything happening at once and you can't quite handle it, and then this person comes in your life and they kind of fix you in a way, or fix whatever situation was happening, okay? I feel like for some of you, it's continuing from present, is going to continue to the future as well. So there is some kind of soulmate is coming in for some of you, okay? That's going to kind of ease the energies down or ease the situation out. And I want to look into it a little bit. Let's see what we got. So we have earth signs. We have very interesting. I'm getting a lot of earth signs, some air, and I'm just sensing a bit fire here too. I'm seeing there's going to be equal give and take next week, okay? As also for some of you, as if someone is giving you some sort of a present or something from themselves that they have, in order for you to feel a little bit like this. And as I said previously, you will be feeling like at ease, okay? So that's very interesting. It's a lot to do with your own inner self, guys. Pile number one, it's something to do with the moon here too, so maybe your intuition is really strong. Listen to your gut feeling. Now, some of you will be writing, I'm getting a lot, so maybe next week will be very inspiring for you. I feel like a lot of truths will be coming out next week, and you will not be filtering your words as much. You like, that's what it is. It's a little bit like negotiations I'm seeing next week too, so talking business here for some of you. For some of you, you will be feeling kind of at ease, as if all of these troubles that you currently have in your head, or these worries you have for any kind of future plans or projects, the emotions will be calming down. And again, that connection is coming through here, guys. So I'm seeing feminine and masculine together, and it's kind of, they both uplift each other in a way, okay? That's very weird. And I just looked how this lighting is. I mean, this part looks super weird because of the that white light, but I kind of like it. It's majestic. Okay, what else? Some of you will be really happy next week, and I'm hearing maybe you will let your inner child out. Now again, this, for some of you, male energy will pour their hearts out. And it's not necessarily romantic connection I'm seeing. There is some sort of opening up happening next week, okay, guys? And then you're being in a much better mind space because of, I'm seeing because of female, so maybe it's a friend. For some of you it can be male too. Maybe gay male, that's why I'm seeing female, because it's feminine energy, right? Some of you might be going outside a bit more, or you have planned something for yourself, okay, as if you are going to chill. And I'm seeing night sky too. For some of you, a lot will be happening at the end of next week again. Sorry, my battery is saying like battery low. So I feel like Friday everything might start happening again. Oh my god, I can't handle this. But don't worry, it's kind of up and down for you, pile number one. I feel like energies middle of the week, especially Wednesday, will be calming down. Also, for some of you, butterflies are coming through, so maybe that's some kind of a sign for you you have been looking for. I'll just throw it in there. Native American, don't know, don't ask. Some sort of crown. So a lot of you have a lot of you pile number one are really proud of what you're doing, probably, or you want to be proud of it. So maybe next week you will have certain things that you will come up with that's going to, and I'm hearing that's going to help you open up to show who you truly are. And that's very strange how it's coming through here. And I'm seeing scales. So scales means this, as I said, this balance, okay? Would it be money? Would it be emotions too? A rabbit is coming through here. Whoever is asking pile number one, I feel like you live in a nice area or in a nice house, or you have a really nice scenery, okay? And I feel like next week you might be inspired to do more things at home, meaning maybe decor, something to do with household that's going to make you feel more like home, that's going to make you want to be at home more. So I hope that's making sense. There's a lot of friendly vibes coming through here, pile number one. I don't see much romance happening here, unfortunately, whoever came here for that. But you never know, maybe people I have talked about are people who will be coming in, seeing you next week. That soulmate connection is really strong here, so whoever that is for you. Again, something to do with household, because we have number 6 here. Pay attention to number 2 as well, guys, for some of you. For a really little part of you is going to be number 3. That's going to be influential, okay? So I hope that made sense, pile number 1. Let me know if it did. I always love hearing from you, and thank you very much. See you soon. So let me just tidy this mess that I've made here, because I pulled so many cards. I just had an urge to use the Goddess deck, and I will show it to you guys because I showed it to pile number 1. I thought I was going to read only from the intuitive decks, and somehow I had an urge to pull the Goddess Tarot, which is a really cool deck. I love it. I read it intuitively though. I'm trying not to read it as regular tarot. So let's see firstly, guys, number 2, what you might be dealing with right now. So I want to tune into your energies and just see what's coming through here. So we got something to do with water. Whoever is asking, or you have a good body, or you're working out, or your face is beautiful. Something to do with beauty here. So whoever is asking, you're really attractive, and I'm not trying to throw around compliments here. I'm saying what I'm saying, okay? So let's see. You guys, I'm seeing you okay, actually. You're dealing with, okay, that flipped, we'll take it. You are dealing with, I feel like some of you are really controlling over how your life is going right now. You want everything perfect. You guys are perfectionists, sorry, I can't speak. Now, some of you are actually advised in person, or you are being advised by someone who is attractive. Okay, would it be someone who's handsome or beautiful? Take it as it resonates. And that person is maybe trying to counsel you in a way. For some of you, you guys live somewhere. Again, I'm seeing water like number 2, so maybe you have been drawn to pile number 1. Take a look if you were. There's something to do with home, so maybe some of you are planning to move or will move. So guys, pile number 2, some of you might be intuitives as well, maybe doing something to do with energies here, okay? I'm seeing travel for you for the next week, okay? Really nice home environment, so some of you will be, for some of you I'm seeing celebration, so whatever happened maybe in the past, or you have planned something for yourself, I'm seeing a get together as if you are preparing house for celebration, to celebrate some sorts of maybe accomplishment or event. Now, for some of you here guys, you might be water sign, you might be earth. Fire is very strong here too actually, but I'm seeing you trying to control everything next week, for everything to happen in a certain way, okay? And some of you guys might be going, as I said previously, traveling somewhere, so as if you're going to a better place. So for some of you, because it's swords, you're going mentally to a better place. For some of you, it's an actual travel, because we have 3 of Wands here. Some of you might be going on holiday, okay, somewhere by the water. Someone's mother I'm seeing here. Maybe some of you are missing your mother who has passed next week, or maybe you are celebrating someone's passing in a way, okay? Just kind of remembering them, I'm hearing, okay? And I feel like your mindset next week is going to be, I'm seeing you guys balancing yourselves out by spending more time in nature. Do it, it's amazing, it's good for you, especially for this pile, because I'm seeing that you need to get out more, outside. Your mindset is going to be much better next week, okay? That's what I'm seeing. There's a strong feminine energy here. Number 8 for some of you is going to be influential. For some of you, 3 and 6. You get in sudden news next week, and I want to clarify what's that about. Some sort of message, some sort of response you might have been waiting for. Let's see what's up. And it's to do with work, okay guys? So I feel like you have been working on something for so long, or you have invested some certain amount of time, or you just waiting for someone's message back, but it's a lot to do with your work, guys. So you are receiving news from a workplace. For some of you, if you're waiting for response, how your interview went, that's going to be happening next week. And I feel like you guys some of you might be changing the way you go about your careers. And I have that flipping. We have, let me see. Yeah, as I said, you have been working on your certain goal or career for a really long time, you know, and if maybe at one point you have been feeling like, shit, nothing's happening, like, or I want to put this thing out as soon as possible, or I want certain event to happen quicker, and next week you're finally receiving the news you have been waiting for. Birds are going to be influential for you, for some of you guys, and this is talking about a new potential creative beginning, passionate beginning, okay, for some of you. So if we're talking about a person, maybe it's a fire or earth sign, maybe it's an air sign for some of you too, sending you a message. Let me see if I can see anything else. I see you taking a walk. For some of you, as I mentioned before, there's something to do with endings, but this ending for me isn't like, or you cut out someone from your life, or you literally stop feeling certain way. Some of you actually, as I said before, you will be celebrating someone's passing. And I don't know why this is coming through in this pile, guys. Tame your fire, I'm hearing here, because you're very passionate. And try not to get in the state back to boredom. That's what I'm hearing, because I feel like at one point next week you will be super hyped up, and then if you don't keep it at that level, you might come back to this. So you have this beautiful new beginning and news coming in, you know, with this 8 of Wands and everything, and then at one point you go like, So the main message here, guys, for you is kind of realize how lucky you are what you have right now. So what's helping out, and it's very selfish, I was literally today coming back home and I was like, you know what, life is beautiful, because I looked around, and I'm such a perfectionist, right? I looked around and I was like, would I want to be that person? I'm like, no. Would I want to be that person? No. And it's really selfish to think that way and kind of compare yourself to someone. But when you feel down or you don't have that kick, look around and go like, okay, I have that. They don't have that. If they have that, then I can improve on this and make myself a bit, you know, on a high vibration. Kind of work like that. For me, it works. Or when I feel down, I usually watch I'm in love with it, really terrible documentaries, especially about abductions and all of that dark stuff. Everything that's dark for me is really interesting, and I feel like once you feel like I had an amazing thing happening to me and then I'm back to this, you know, not appreciating it as much anymore. Watch those, you know, documentaries how someone got abducted for 10 years. They spend most of their childhood or, you know, teenager years over there locked up, and how that fucked them up for the rest of their lives. And you will start wanting to do better things in life, okay, to kind of counsel people more, to help everyone else more, because you will realize how much shit is happening to everyone else that you don't know of, how many shifts people going through, how, let's say, if you're moody and you act certain way with a stranger, right? And imagine their dad passed yesterday and they're just acting kind of out of balance, you know. So think like that. And I don't know why I'm putting this for you guys, number 2. I feel like someone had to hear this, so I hope that helped whoever I'm talking to, because that was some deep stuff coming through. I could talk for hours about this, so I hope that helped, number 2. Gave you any kind of insight. Let me know how your week has been, and I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye. So number 3, let me just fix this mess. And I thought I was going to do only intuitive decks, but apparently I'm drawing this, and I showed the previous files, amazing Triple Goddess Tarot. So check it out. I wanna firstly tune into your energies and see what's up with you, and then we will look what's coming a week from now. Whenever you're watching this, it doesn't really matter, okay? Let's see what we got here. Some of you might be, okay, boundaries. Some of you will realize or have just realized that you have to keep boundaries with certain people and you're kind of detaching. Some of you live in a really nice place, and I'm saying it because you probably live not far from the water, and I'm jealous. And some of you are actually or taking care of a little person or a pet, or it's something to do with someone who's not as capable, or vice versa. Maybe you are not as capable doing something and someone else is helping you out. What else I'm seeing, you guys have the whole world in your head. It's like you have so many ideas and so many things you want to do. Try writing it down on paper and leave it there, because you can go nuts for some of you guys, okay? Might be really creative here. Now you're keeping boundaries with, and I'm hearing with shallow people next week, okay? Or if you started now, I applaud you, because you are going to start realizing that those connections do not serve you in any way. Those connections don't help you, and they kind of waste your energy. For some of you guys, I'm seeing uncertainty. Should you go somewhere? Should you stay home? So that's your current situation now. And I feel like maybe one of your friends is saying, let's go and visit, or let's go and meet people. It's something to do with that. And I feel like you might not be sure what to do in this situation. Let's see. Because I feel like you have so many plans in your head that you don't want to waste time doing some other things. So maybe working on a certain project, or you just inspired to do certain things. Let's see what's coming next week, and I will start with the intuitive, okay? See what's coming. Ooh, okay, one on the floor. Bear with me here. Trying to kick it to the side. That's how lazy I am. that's the age, guys. Okay. So we got some, again, as I said before, you will be keeping those boundaries with people next week, and for some of you, you will try to come out of your headspace. So I'm seeing someone trying to come out from, and I'm hearing the cage, which is really weird. Take it as resonates, because there was chaos before, which I want to fix. And maybe you want to travel somewhere, go out in nature. Some travel plans maybe. I'm seeing outside space. Maybe you are meeting people in the park next week too. Some really good connections happening next week, so spend time with them, because I feel like you will find out certain information, or someone's going to say something to you that's going to click in your head. Okay, that's what I needed to hear, that's what I wanted to know. And that might be coming from masculine energy. For some of you it can be feminine too, but I'm seeing something to do with masculine energy here, okay? Let me see if anything else is coming through here with the intuitive, and then we'll go on to the Goddess Tarot. So as I said before, we have a connection here. So this connection also comes with spilling your guts out, I'm hearing. So maybe you're talking to someone and you're both being super open with what's happened in the nearest future, or in your life in general. I see feminine and masculine being very open, and it's literally like you will find out so many things next week that you haven't realized, or maybe you will receive an email or some sort of message from someone who's really similar like you are. You literally like nearly mirror each other, guys. And some of you, it's something to do with looking at the sky. So I'm hearing there's a lot of freedom coming through next week. You will be feeling like a completely different person, but I'm seeing maybe it will start from Wednesday, and then for some of you from Thursday. So towards the end of the week, I'm saying you will start getting those emotions, and that might be to do with a certain connection or certain information you find out. And I'm hearing as if like, fuck, I hope, no, fuck, I wish I knew this before, because this piece of information or understanding or realization will be so deep for you that you will be like, I know now, okay? And take it as it resonates, because it's really strange how it's coming through. Some of you will be super inspired next week to do more, to go to places, to nice places. I'm hearing museums, so maybe something to do with art, to create more, okay? So whatever your art is, I'm seeing you trying to improve it and kind of make it better, the best it can be. I hope it's making sense. And I'm seeing a lot of masculine energy for next week, guys, okay? So let's see with the Goddess Tarot. Okay, I looked at the bottom and at the deck. I don't usually look at the bottom, but I love this card, okay? I wish it could focus from close up. I hate how this from camera works. You see this girl here? So I'm seeing some of you guys next week will be writing, but writing deep shit. And I really like that for you, because it's something that's going to give you healing, but also spread the message. I'm seeing a need for you next week to kind of close yourself in the room and pour your chest out or get inspired again. It's a little bit like I said with the intuitive deck here. For me, it's the same vibe. You just grounding yourself and being inspired, creating something, okay, for yourself. And I'm hearing it has to be coming from the bottom of your heart. So don't try to make it, if you're a writer or you want to create something, don't try to make it perfectly shaped for some of you, or perfect, meaning that it has to have soul, okay? Otherwise it wouldn't be so interesting. So number 8 for some of you is influential. Guys, some of you will be stuck in the head the next week. Try to get out of it by pouring your thoughts on paper, okay? Try to get out of this mental I can't pass this threshold, I can't go, I feel like I'm stuck in my head. You literally as if you can't find the way. So remember what I'm saying now for you 7 days from whenever you're watching this video, okay? Now there's something to do with the moon here for some of you. You must be intuitive people who I'm talking with. Also, I'm seeing that for some of you the wishes will come true, okay? And it's really strange. By the way, guys, look at this child. Isn't it freaking you out? Look at that face. I think it's only me. No, it can't be. That's bad. I mean, it's a very happy card, don't get me wrong, but like this artwork, it freaks me out every time. So it's talking about being able to control this really like black, how should I put it for you guys? Being in this really dark space and being in this really hyped up emotional state I'm hearing. It's a little bit like ups and downs, guys, for you, because if you look at this contrast, this is a super happy card and this is someone being stuck. But what's going to kind of release you from that is by being creative or doing things that you like, seeing maybe people that you haven't seen before. Guys, what's going on next week? You might have been in your heads too much, okay? Try to sleep, try to come out of this state, because it's anxiety, it's depression, and it's all of that bad stuff, okay? Someone's going to come with an offer maybe to help you next week, to help you out to do some good. For some of you, I'm seeing maybe you getting some sort of offer to do with your work, okay? Something you have been working on for a long time, so maybe some sort of project that you have been kind of growing your fruit of labor, okay? And then you will be able next week, there's a lot of endings for you, so I feel like you will be able next week to release those burdens from yourself, okay? But try not to be stuck in your head next week, because it might be a little bit overwhelming. Also take risks, so whatever you're thinking of doing maybe this week or will be at the beginning of next week, it's saying take that leap of faith, okay? That's going to be good for you. For some of you, it's to do with work, okay? It's a creative energy I'm getting here. Again, someone is writing, so guys, maybe you use your pen a lot, or something that you do have to write, okay? Your thoughts. And literally I'm seeing you guys, you're a little bit like black and white. So I'm seeing you guys going from this really dark space to a really light and bright space, okay? A bit like in this card here. But what's going to help you out is not being afraid to express yourself, and also putting everything out on paper, okay? So whatever it is you're worried about, or whatever you want to create in this case, you need to put it out on paper. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys, number 3. So I hope that made sense. Let me know if it did. Let me know how you all doing, and I'll speak to you soon, guys. Bye for now.